Man, it's done it again. Every time. Alright, what am I doing? Good question. I think I'm just going to do a general refactor and tidy up. Catch up a bit. So I know last time everything around the relationships and stuff are a bit screwy. I think I'm going to work on that over here. So he's looking up how to do stuff again, naturally. So now to set them up in the code, but I'm not sure how to do it with the migration. And seeing this, I thought, that just seems stupid to me. No offense, Davidism. But saying that you should only define your relationships in your code and not on the database just seems wrong to me. Oh, maybe that's just me, who knows. Let's have what we got. What was all then? Oh, one thing I haven't done is actually start Docker. How likely are you to recommend Docker to a friend? Fucking not likely. Who recommends stuff like that? There we go. No, well, it comes up in Windows and stuff like that. How likely are you to recommend this to a friend? What kind of person goes around recommending tech tools to their friends? I don't think I'd have many friends for very long if I did that. Something like this apparently. Not got much of a plan really. Yeah, so we got it working with we got the job stuff working and things like that. I can't remember what we're doing, to be honest, after the kebab. A little bit of haze. So, but one thing I kept putting heads up against was like a bunch of stuff I've just been missing that should be refactored, I think. So like, I'm going to do the relationships first, fix that and redo the database. Probably just, I don't know. I'm just going to do random stuff probably. I probably should have more of a plan. But we're also supposed to be on earlier. I noticed, does it come up on... No, it doesn't come up on there. On the stream starting ending scenes and stuff, it's got my schedule and that is not remotely the schedule I've been sticking to. Probably should do that at some point. I thought I've got a couple of spare hours, so I thought I'll come on and do something. Right then, so... Oh, that's the wrong way around, I've done this the wrong one. My bad. I probably want that at some point though. So a company will have many jobs. And... a job will have a company. Apparently don't need that one. See how we've already got company ID there, which I did put as a string for some reason. That makes no sense. Okay, so that'll be company ID, parent.id. Might do this will work. Find out. So I should be able to get rid of that one. Replace with the relationship. In theory, that should be all that's needed code-wise, from what I can tell. Have a look. It looks good, doesn't it? I like the theme. I've always gone for like the neon-y one, so I've got another one installed, I think. Yeah, this synthwave one, which I quite like as well. You get the glowing effect. Quite like that one. Right, let's have a look. So what's this? A bi-directional relationship bit. I think I'm going to want that, 'cause I think that's going to, when I pull out the child class, I want an instance of the parent with it, so I think I am going to need that. So on the child, yeah, it's that the simply one. The only issues I had with it, this glowing stuff. You had this some JavaScript thing, and it kept marking Visual Studio Code as unsafe if I turned it on, which just got a bit annoying. And besides that, I just like to change every now and then. Just like to have a change. I don't think you've ever written a bug, mate. That's left to me and Aiden. We write the bugs. Oh, that's the name of the table. The best features. Child by popular parent. Jobs by populace. Alright. We'll say it's fine, see what happens. So I can't bother just dropping the database. Does that work? Volume is in use. Really shouldn't be. Why would it be in use? Weird. So if I see what happens. No, that Streamlab remote thing stopped working again. It was working for me the other day and it stopped again. Getting quite annoying. So I've got to just click through scenes and stuff again. This is, oh, come on. Going back to work tomorrow. Not looking forward to it. Yeah, let's put that one first. Yeah, you can't really get much longer than 2 weeks realistically though. I think anything more than that needs approval from higher up kind of thing. Bit annoying, but it's nice to have some time off for a change. Let's see if I remember this. I can almost guarantee I can't remember this. Well, we get, what is it? We get about 5 weeks a year that we're allowed to have off. It varies depending on where you work, but usually 5 weeks. But if you book more than 2 weeks off any one time, that's when it needs approval from like higher up. Like normally I just go to my squad lead or my delivery lead and just tell them when I want the time off. They say yes and I book it. But when it gets longer, you're not allowed to do that. Yes, girl, that's a bit I can never remember. How do you drop an entire database? Drop database. That's easy. Well, right then, so migrations. I've got 3 revisions. Does it store them anywhere? I don't think it does. I think I'm just going to delete them because I'm smart. Get rid of all that. Then I think if I want to try this, there's an auto-generating migration thing. Yeah, mate. Leave me alone. You gonna stop crying though? Got dogs now. Oh. Oh. Say hello. You gonna help me? No, don't sniff that. We're gonna try and auto-generate an alembic migration. I know, you really care, didn't you? I don't know, it's fine. I think he just keeps crying for no reason. I think we just gave him too much to eat and he doesn't know what to do. He's a good boy. Yeah. Also, yeah, I know. Come on, get down. Come on then. As long as it doesn't start making too much noise playing around, then fine. Alright, so I don't know if this will work or not. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's done it before. We don't normally overfeed him, to be fair, despite what he wants, but we had a big dinner today, so he got a fair bit. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this working pretty quick though. Here, try. So in here. So we import base, which is there. Okay, no, so I've done that wrong, so I think there's an env pi. It's this bit wants me to change. Something like this. Base. Okay. Just our decorative base. Let's see what happens. And then I can run an auto generate and we'll see. So the API activate my virtual environment. Cool. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that then without. This is where my knowledge of Python falls down. Yeah. How? Given it's there, I don't know how it'd be. Not be a relative import. and now I've said it. Do it myself. That looks like too much hassle for now. Okay. The only issue now is I've got to figure out how to do everything with the whatchamacallit, the relationships and stuff. I'm not sure how to do that. So anyways, I know what I want to do, it's just knowing how to do it really. Because I haven't got many tables so far, I've just got company and job. So one company can have many jobs. So just a simple one-to-many, which I've done in here, that's probably okay. But I don't know how to do it through SQL Alchemy. That's the bit I'm not overly sure on. We'll figure it out. Wait then. Come on. Yeah, other one wanted some attention. There we go. And you can say hello now. Well, that's one thing I wanted to get more in line with as well, is I need to start using the same naming convention for everything. Okay, so can you just double check that? So yeah, so I'm using underscores, so let's add it there as well, and I'll update everywhere after that as well. I do need to get some kind of consistency in this, but yeah, so this is actually done with SQL Alchemy. So I wonder if we can do it the same way in the migration. Or something similar at least. Ah. That looks more like it, doesn't it? You mind? Get down. You're not going to be able to get down. So, we wanted something like that. I think in this instance that's going to be something like that. I think that's it. Is it? See what happens. I can always delete it if not. So his database is running. Boom. Database Casper does not exist. Did I create that first? Did I not have that in the migration? Huh. Both? With migrations before. Oh, not wrong one. Yeah, see, I didn't create one before, so how did I create it? Cool. Get down. I genuinely can't remember how I created a database. Could go look through video, but this is a bit weird. What did I do? I'm not good enough with databases for this crap. Rake? What's rake? Is that going to be a Ruby thing? Alright, give me a second. The dogs are being annoying as hell. I'm going to put them down to my wife. She can take care of them. There we go. Sorry about that. But I did have a thought while doing that. Docker. That's what's going to create it. So I bet if I take the data, if I take the Docker compose down and put the and put it back up, that's going to recreate the database just without like an empty database of it. That's my theory anyway. Let's have a look. So okay, so yep, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So we've got one without a thing. Then we were trying to run that, which it says has worked. Nope. Okay, so how do I describe the schema of a database? PSQL schema? View? I don't know what I'm doing. Show the table schema, that's what I want. Let's try that. So let me just keep forgetting to switch now. That remote's not working. So I've got two tables and the version table. If I go, okay, so I've got these sequence tables as well. This is showing. So I just want to view relations, I guess. On my MacBook, I've just got Table Plus, which makes this a lot easier, but I've not got anything like that installed now. Chuff me. Endless schema, does it? Oh, got one schema, so that didn't work. I don't know. I might just assume it's right and see what happens. Everything's running. See what happens if I log in. Oh, that's not good. Internal server error. Oh. Yeah, get company. We're always going to break everything doing this, weren't we, really? See what the error is. That might be the other thing actually I can do today is go through the response objects. Oh. Right. Oh yeah, because I've returned none. Could not determine joint connection between parent and child tables. There are no foreign keys linking these tables. So that makes me think that my revision did not work. Or Google him. It's gonna be one of them days. Oh. So do it that way instead. And then back on the schema. Instead of doing that. There you go. Companies. No, this is fast API. So I've not used this much before. I've used Flask and auto-generated migrations using Flask SQL Alchemy, but I've never manually written the migrations before. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, to be honest. I know everything like Django and Flask make this a lot easier. I think that's in there. Alright. Oh, God. I've done bits of Node. I've not done much Java. I used to be a .NET guy, so this is all. I've started moving more to Python recently-ish. I've done bits of all sorts. Like I'm supposed to be doing React at work. My last job I did bits of Python, bits of Node. It's been sort of like that, bits of everything, a general dog's body. But I've kind of picked Python as the one I want to be better at. So I did a bit of Flask, that went pretty well, but there's this fast API framework and I'm really liking it. There's just, because it's new, I think there's some bits missing that I'm trying to get used to. So it's just trying to figure stuff out really, which is good because it means I get to actually learn stuff better because I have to do it all myself. I don't think it's the intention really. .NET's not too bad, especially now with .NET Core. That's not too bad at all. Much better than it used to be back in the framework days, I think, although that is still around. Hey, Velop. Let's see. Let's try that again. So since you're just joining, I am screwing up my database, which is always great fun. I wanted to, last stream I had loads of problems with like the relationships and stuff like that, so I thought I'd try and fix them before moving on to some new features. Let's see how it goes. So, there shouldn't be anything, great. Import wrong. Oh, it's just from, that's why. Because I'm an idiot. Well, okay, so there. Yeah, I was just telling Gabe earlier as well that the remote for Streamlabs has stopped working again today, and I don't know why. It's really nice. I'm having to keep going over to change scenes myself. Oh, see, it's still the same. There are no foreign keys linking these tables. I probably should have looked up how to do this before trying to do it on stream, shouldn't I? I'm not sure how to do this now. Back to Google. You don't have to add them separately, do you? Well, you can add foreign keys when creating a table, can't you? I'm not just being an idiot. I've really not done much with databases in the last few years. Yeah, that's what I thought. You alright? I'm screwing up databases because I am an idiot. Yeah, so why can't I figure out how to do this? So with SQL Alchemy, I just need to figure out how to create a foreign key when creating a table. And it is confusing the hell out of me. This should be something really basic and I'm screwing it up. I'm sure I said that every time I'm on stream as well. I tried to get the auto-generating stuff to work, but that will pretty much a no-go as well. It might actually be a more worthwhile endeavour. It's in here. You're supposed to do something like this. but then I've got an issue with it being a relative import from outside the source. Unless I can move Alembic into the source, everything into the source folder, I don't know. Could try that. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, go for it. Then if I get rid of migration, see if I can get it to create it for me. And then for the auto generate command. Yeah, same. Oh, that's the wrong parent package now, like, though. But still that, yeah. I can't even figure out how to fix that. It's might be one of those days where I feel like I am utterly useless. Oh, these all look like too big a problem. I should have just stuck to adding features. That were much easier than faffing around with this. Too late on a Sunday to be trying to figure out crap like this. First off, let's move everything back to where it was. I don't want to move it just for the sake of it. And make back and back to where it was. Do I really have to do all this crap though? Because this is just nuts. Where do I get my error? Fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Should have stuck to Flask. I never had this problem. have I done wrong? It's guaranteed to be something stupid I've done as well. That doesn't sound like it's going to work, but let's do it anyway. I'm running out of ideas. Where am I? Oh, folder. Yeah, I think as much. I'm not getting the same errors there, I'm getting a completely different one. Okay, so what if I try it without a relative import then? Why would it have one? Where have you got this from? Is that in the container? Yeah, it's just getting a bit frustrating because I have no idea what I'm doing, and everyone, and I say everyone, about two people are watching me and I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, okay, so I think it's because let's get rid of it all again, start again. Just frustrating after a while. Once I'd like it to look like I know what I'm doing. That'd be good. This is why I never used to do things on the stream. Do it all privately, bang me against the wall as long as I like. Alright. How bad's this gonna go now then? So that says it's run it. And it's generated me this, which does nothing. Oh, brilliant. After all that is great. I love it. That's done exactly what I would do in anyway. Fantastic. Have I missed a bit? I've got to have missed it. I wonder if it's these. So instead of importing, do I have to import specific models and keep updating that in the end? So instead of importing that, if I import models, that company, say company. Can you have two target metadata? Ah, right, so it's no right. I don't like this if this is the answer. The next step is just to search and see if anyone's actually written an SQL Alchemy package for Fast API yet. Yeah, see, that's because of me then importing shit now. Fucked it. So I'm not sure what to do now. I just need to figure out how to write things myself. Something I need to figure out. I just don't know how to do it. I can't find anyone that's trying to do it, which is weird. That's an existing table. So I can create a table and try and add them, but you should be able to do it when creating the table. So I thought it was something like that. The last time I tried something like this, it didn't work. Yeah, anyway, isn't it? Can't believe I wasted so much time and got that little out of it. Did it drop or delete table? Drop table, I thought it would be. No, same error. That's not added one at all. It looks. I thought I've added it completely wrong. I wonder if it's just how I've done this. So if I instead, I mean that's not, I shouldn't really leave things like that, should I? Oops. I don't think that could make a difference. If that did it, I'd be quite annoyed at myself. Yeah. Basic relationships. So I'm trying to get rid of the back populating. Did that work? Oh, no, it did not. More like that. One more thing to try and then I'm screwed out of ideas. No, did that work? No, that's because of me try catching it. Yeah, just 'cause I'm catching the error. The only other idea I had was if that needs to be the table name. Which it did, didn't it? Christ's sake. Let's try that again then. As if I am an absolute moron. Oh, that's something. Jobs has no. So we back populate wrong. I'm just trying to follow this guide a bit. So the child back populate goes to the parent object. So in my case, the child back populate goes to companies, which it shouldn't. Oh yeah, it should go to the name. That should be jobs, I think. I'm gonna copy this, make it easier. In my case, this is job, this is company. So I've got my company ID, points to the ID, the object, to the table, and children is that, and I've set that to job, so that looks right. And that should be something like that. Parent's the table name? No, that's the thing on here, so that's just gonna be company, I think. I reckon it's that. Let's see how wrong I am. Well, no error. Okay, so let's create something. I screwed that up a little bit though. Cool, I've screwed up a bit there, so this is me changing names to try and get some consistency as well. Company service. Well, helps if you don't put it twice. Target company has no attribute user ID. Where's it looking for one? The roof. I'm not looking for one. Ah. Nice select. Ah, so we never actually created one, did it? Yeah. but it redirected because I've shut in that stupid try catch, which will always return a response. Okay, so that looks like it's actually done it this time. Cool. Okay, and then let's create a job or two. Unprocessable entity. So I've now screwed that up as well somehow. This is great. So how have I screwed that one up, I reckon? So I'm creating a job. Trusty print statements. Didn't even get there. What if it's before that? If I go to the router, we even get a company out. No. You're not even reaching the endpoint? I should also add to that border how to use a debugger, really. Because this can't be good. I'm getting nothing. So what are we sending over? Is this because this did work last time I were on stream, so I royally screwed something up. Yeah. Title, description. Or did I? I didn't, right? I know what I've done. I know what I've done here. So I've put that back in. So I've just removed this ID, and I think that'll make it work. I think I know. I think I have been an idiot, surprisingly. Yeah, see, that's brought it through fine. Okay, so what I've done is I did that, it all worked, and I moved on. And then I added something into here for getting all the jobs, which needed an ID. So I need, instead of this, job get, we'll call it, something like that. Based on job base. And it'll have an ID. And then on the router, instead of that, need to use job get. It's that one. It's needing the ID. So when I was creating it, we weren't expecting an ID naturally because we were creating it. And now it's bringing through the ID fine. So like, it was just that. It was me being thick. Great. So I want to see in get all. Let's get rid of my crap as well, actually. So all I want to do is be able to improve this. Oh, great, that's what I wanted into it. How do I print out that as an actual object? So I'm wanting to see if can I get from the job, can I get the company? And actually, can I also print out company.jobs? That's, I want to see if they're being populated. Really need that to be fixed. That's really annoying. So what have I printed out? So yeah, that looks like it's working. So if I take the first job, is it I never remember how to use things properly. Then company also has a name. I just want to prove that this is working to myself. Yeah, that's really annoying. I need to look at that. Yeah, so that works. So I don't need this second query now. And I should just be able to return company jobs. Actually, which is much better than what I was doing before. Which is why I wanted to do this in the first place. That looks like it's worked. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So at least that's something of a worthwhile change. Oh, I've added a fix me. Why do I need to fix this? Delete. Oh yeah, because I don't know how to delete things properly. So what am I doing? I'm querying for a job. So if I do this, we've got the user ID. If I get the company, and then for a job in if we have a match on job ID, do I do that? Oh, that doesn't make sense either, does it? What's the issue? So we're having to do 3 queries to delete something's not right. So I do think we need to get the company. Can we just, so we want to delete a job by the ID. Just that, isn't it? Is that all that we're missing? Because he wants the ID to match and the company ID. Or can I? Because if this is accessible, can I do company.user ID straight equals user ID? Do you reckon that'll work? You don't need to do that query either. Let's see. How bad can it go? So it says it's deleted. It has. Sweet. That's loads better. I need to look into what this will do if there is an error, but for now I think that's good enough. That's a lot better. That's some kind of progress. That's made me feel a little bit better. Okay, let's add that before I break something. Oh yeah, stop trying to overwrite my commands. Yeah. It's almost like when using a relational database that relationships help. Weird. Right, so I think for now what I'm going to do is, so if we go back to this, if I go to the create job, that is terrible. So I think I might look at adding some kind of form through Tailwind. See if we can make it look a bit prettier. Want something basic, really. I don't care too much about what it looks like right now. It just looks shocking. Or I can try and find one to steal for a little bit. See, that looks better. Something like this. If I were to add that. Let's sort there. If I wrap that in a proper grid. So yeah, we'll have a faff around with this for a bit and see if I can't sort something out. So we're going to have to set up some kind of grid, I think. Layout. So what are we in? Start, what am I starting with? So I've not written much in this yet, so don't even have a container, that's a good start. That doesn't make much difference. Not even sure what the MX-Auth0 does actually. Censors it. That's done a great job. Okay, so we add a grid of 3 columns. Back again. Okay, so we can see that that's made a difference, but it looks a bit skewiff now. So how do I... Is that just going to treat... I think that needs to be in the form, rather than wrapping the form. If we put that there, and then you'd wrap each one, each group into one. In theory they should take up, that's 1 column. So we don't want 3, do we? How many we want? 2? 1 for the label, 1 for the input. And that still doesn't look right, so we've still got the title way above and the description. No, because I've done that weird again, so that doesn't need... Whatever's under here, yeah, so he's taken that as 1 grid, that as another. So how do I add another row? I think it's just the case that I've done it a bit wrong. So I get rid of the div that wraps it. Then that should be 1 column, that should be another, then that's an extra 1 column. Take that out. Another. I think. Yeah, that's more like what we're expecting. It looks shit still, but it's close to what we're expecting. looks so massive though. Let's straighten this out a bit. Okay. I hate CSS. Oh, I should make it look pretty, but it's not something I'm good at all. Try and get that looking a little. What I don't get is why is it so large? Like, why is that box huge? It's gotta be the size of it, isn't it? I have to take those to padding values. I'll take them off. I'm trying to make this as basic as possible, so it is going to have to change later when I figure out more what I want it to actually look like. That's a little better. I think that'll be a good idea is if on the columns to this start end and add some padding either side maybe. So then it doesn't take up the full width, there's a gap around it. Okay, there's 4 columns. Bit back here. Call start 2 were it? Yeah. Call start 3. And if I do the same below. There's got to be better ways of doing that. Okay, so that looks a little better, I think. But the submit's a bit janky, so... That's slightly marginally better. We got anything for a header? Typography. Let's make it extra large. That's a bit better, it stands out a bit more. Make it 2XL though, stand that a bit more. Yeah. I think they're too big in relation, to be honest, so if I make them smaller. That made a difference. Yeah, that's slightly better. It still looks god awful like. It does not look good, it looks terrible, mate. Normally I'm used to using Bootstrap and nicking one of theirs. That's like pre-made. But you're looking at that like, you want that submit button to be tiny in the middle, but using this grid layout you're going to set up, what, 9 columns or something, and have it just take up the 5th one or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh, look nice. You see the size of it? Jesus. I mean, I know this is like twice the size, so... Oh god, that looks terrible zoomed out. I'll worry about that later. I just wanted it to look a little bit better for now, to be honest. Why does that look so tiny? So this is my normal resolution. This isn't 4K or anything either. So that is miniature. Max width 12. Wow. Why is that so small? Why don't you look like this? They're using their own, they are. Oh my god, I don't think I should dive too much into this. I think I've got too much to learn. Because that looks bizarre, doesn't it? Proper bizarre. Right, so we did have one thing I set up with this tailwind constants. So if we set up a form, then we can have a label class and an input. Let's bring them in here at least. So this is a label. Look at this, Jesus. This will change, but for now. Where did I use that before? I thought I had used it. Oh, the nav user, isn't it? Just import tailwind. How do I do things now? Tailwind form. Label. No. Needs to go up one more, doesn't it? Up one. Up again. Utils tail. That looks right to me. Yeah. I didn't change it. Weird. And then that'll be oh, I've left on the browser again, sorry. I was just sorting out the Tailwind imports. Make it a bit tidier for me. So it still looks terrible, but it looks marginally better. If I just add a bit of padding around that, it might help a bit. Padding. Shouldn't need much. I add that to everything. Let's see what we come out with. Nothing impressive. It's literally nothing. See, I want it around the boxes. Is it a margin I want instead? Yeah, that's better. Go margin. That's something. It doesn't look much better, but it looks marginally better. Ah, so easy to amuse. There's another thing I've got to do is all the Twitch stuff on Streamlabs for like notifications, because I have no idea. Like, I want to add in some like chat commands so people can ask, like, so I can put out the project and things like that so people can figure that out. But I know you can set up like alerts for like so and so followed you or anything. I ain't got any of that sorted. I usually find out about 2 days later that someone's been kind enough to follow me. I probably should sort out stuff like that. Right, should we go back to the board? So we'll say that's done. I have added relationships and it made me look like an idiot more, but it is done. Let's have a quick look, see if I can... Can't protect root. So I want to see if there's a way using their library to guard roots a bit better, because the way I'm doing it is it's got this really annoying problem, right? So if I go to dashboard, it's fine, but if you go straight there when you're logged in, you get kicked out because the isAuthenticator value isn't populated quickly enough. And it populates afterwards, and there shouldn't be an issue. I don't know why it takes so long to do that. So I want to see if they've got a way of doing it. with authentication required. Okay, should we give this a try then? Because that's been bugging me quite a bit. So we'll give that a try. See what happens. So let's close all them. We'll start with the dashboard because that's one that's really noticeable for me. Because I've added all this redirecting stuff. So we import auth0 with authentication required. And they've got a loading component, we'll worry about that in a bit. And their export looks like that. And they've got something like this above it. And that loading is an imported component, like a loading page. So let's set this up then. So let's have a basic loading JS. Yeah, we're not gonna need that. So make it something really basic. Can't type today either. Okay, and then we've got a dashboard. Might as well just call this. Dashboard. Require initialization value. Oh. My bad. Okay, what else have I done? Hang about. I should have kept reading. Let's undo all my work. Pretend that never happened, it's fine. Ah yes, I have seen something like this before. I think I've done it here as well, haven't I? I've got different quotation styles for imports and stuff. really stupid. Okay, so go to dashboard. I see a loading page, and then it works. Well, that's better, but that means you're gonna have to design a proper loading page at some point. Which I think for me, if I sort of add the nav to it or something, how good am I now? You might, or you can return with the nav, maybe. Oh, you need a top level, don't you? Yeah. What I'm thinking is if you do that, then you get the nav. And then if we can just add a spinner or something in the middle. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you that. So you might, if you see it quick, it's loading. Nav stays where it is. So I'm thinking some kind of central spinner, and that's all you see when it's loading. It'll look a bit more better than just saying loading or something. I don't know how to add one of those. See if anyone's done it. Oh, animation. Oh, let's just steal that. Can I steal that? I'm just gonna... Can I copy all of that? This is ethical, right? Love a spinner. Not done one in a while now. Right, so if I had that... Oh, that didn't work, did it? I don't know. We'll leave it. I'll just add it to the backlog. I think adding something so it doesn't just keep shunting me around unnecessarily is good enough, isn't it, really? For what I was trying to do for that bit. And it's not really a north guard, is it? Or can I actually... Ah, here we go. So they've just created the component to wrap routes in where things are required, which I think I should still do. So, like for example, with this dashboard page, there's a few things happening. So you shouldn't be able to go to it if you're not logged on. If you are logged on, you haven't got a company. I want you to kick you over to a different page, and you should only get onto the page if you are logged on and you do have a company at this point. So adding this wrapper is probably a good idea. So I think I'll add this quickly as well. I'm going to call it, I'm going to make it a component and tie it properly. That's just not what they've done for now. Some of that's wrong. So what's loading? Oh, that's my loading page. Where's that? It's a full page, isn't it? Is that it? Get rid of that, I don't need that. And then in app, should be able to replace the dashboard, company update, company job page. Okay, so let's have a look what's happening. So I can get to that fine. I can get to create a job fine. That's good. If I, what is it, company job and dashboards. If I log out, so I shouldn't be able to get to dashboard now. Redirects me to log in. That's good. And same if I go to company job. I like that. That's good. Then once I'm logged in, so there's still an issue there where it's redirecting me to the root seemingly. So there's an issue with the redirect path with the looks. So I've done something. It might just be to do with that. See what they say. Oh no, I know what it is. That's my Auth0 setup. The only redirect path I've set up is to the root of the app. If I go back to my code, I think I set it somewhere in there. Is it an app? Yeah, I've got this redirect URI. So there'll be an issue there, but I think that's enough for the actual protected routes. I've added them at least. So that's one more thing off. I'm going to check that in as well. Yeah. Cool. So that's some progress at least. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Yeah, back to work tomorrow. I need to wrap this up fairly soon, I think. Can I do anything else quick? Not really, I don't think. Oh, so that actually does that one. It was just an issue with the loadings, so we'll knock that off. I think might just leave it there actually today and come back, and then next week I can knock off some of the dashboard job ad stuff. Start going through, because I need to go through and start improving creating the job ad. So if you're a company and you create the job ad, you need to be able to start outlining things like your interview process. These are the stages of the interview, so you can have a candidate move through them, and we need to be able to actually apply for a job, those kinds of things. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there for today because it's getting a bit late and I'm back to work tomorrow, and then I'll pick you up at some point next week. Oh, yeah, I'll leave it there. So thanks for joining, and then hopefully I'll see you next time.